Welcome in, my beautiful Scorpio friends. How are you? I am so happy and thankful to have each and every one of you here with me today. So thank you, everyone. And those of you that are brand new to my channel, hello and welcome, my friends. My name is Ria. All right, everyone, I want you to mark your calendars down for March the 29th. This is where the asteroid Juno moves into the sign of Aquarius, affecting the way we experience our relationships. This asteroid carries the energy of marriage, love, union, friendships, and connections. So these are the areas that we are going to experience this energy moving through our lives. And what I've been feeling is less pressure, more freedom, and more honesty in relationships. So this is where spirit wants you to be aware of what's coming into your life and how you feel as you're moving with it. So I wanted to pull some cards and see what it is your soul needs to hear as we are moving through this. So let's get into it. All right, Scorpio, let's call in spirit, open up the space and see what it is your soul is meant to hear today. So we're going to start with 3 oracle cards first. So these are messages and guidance that you are meant to carry and apply in your world over the next 2 to 3 months. So express love is the first one. So the message is, how do you show your appreciation? Discover new ways of expressing your love and new people to share your admiration with. So share love generously at this time. And your next one is connection. I feel connection is important to you. Take time for some real heart-to-heart conversation. Share your true feelings, connect, and listen deeply and passionately or compassionately. Meet on a social level. You're meant to meet on a social level right now. So balance is the next one. All right, the message here is harmony happens when you tend to and nurture all parts of your life. Nurture a healthy respect for your time, your boundaries, and your space. I feel this is going to be important for you, Scorpio, because you've been thinking about this already. It's been on your mind. So harmony can be restored. All right, so I feel this is a question you may have asked Spirit, and Spirit wants you to know that harmony can, in fact, be restored for you, Scorpio. So let's go ahead, pull 3 tarot cards and see what else is coming through for you. All right, so we are getting here Queen of Swords. So a clear mind is going to be incredibly beneficial for you. So implementing some sort of practice where you are nurturing and creating peace in your mind, okay? I feel focus is going to be a superpower here, and there's growth coming into your life through you being clear. Okay, so Queen of Swords, we have the Queen of Cups. Look at that, double queens here today. So there's a divine feminine energy moving through your world right now within you. And I feel nurture, care, compassion, all of that is something that your soul is meant to spread in the world. This is also an energy that you are going to find yourself receiving, right? So Queen of Cups and the 10 of Wands. Maybe it feels like this part of you is blocked, or it feels like you're not able to find this connection, this way of communicating or building relationships with others. I'm getting a little bit of friction here. So this is what is being cleared through your active participation in the spreading of love, kindness, and compassion. So know that you are entering a new cycle. There's something that is ending here and you're stepping into something new. All right, so I want you to use your own intuition with my reading today. So whenever you see my cards popping up on screen, I want you to try and interpret them using your own intuition. This is going to strengthen your intuition, and you will also receive your own messages. And that is my favorite part, everyone, is when you share with me how these cards connect with you, how they show up in your life, and how you resonate with this reading. So share with me in the comment section below. So we've got double 13 and the number 10. These are light codes that are showing up in your life. You may have been seeing them recently, individually or as a part of a sequence. You're connected to Juno moving into Aquarius. All right, so there's an experience that has to do with relationships, connections. These don't necessarily have to be with people. These could be connections that you have to yourself, to your environment, to a project, right? So Before I continue on here, I just wanted to mention that we all live a different life experience. These cards are going to present themselves differently in each of our lives. This is also a general reading for you today. So those of you that are watching, if my reading isn't resonating for you, please leave it behind, but also pass it along to someone that might need to hear its message. And also check out your moon, rising, and Venus signs, because sometimes they put the pieces together for you. So the Queen of Swords here. This is you nurturing your mind. This is you really paying attention to what goes on in there, right? Sometimes we're wandering off into a space that really doesn't connect with us. It creates stress and worry, or, your imagination runs wild. It's okay to be in your mind and think these things. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm sometimes in my mind a lot as well. I'm usually creating, planning, strategizing, right? So it's very important that you be aware of where you're focusing your energy, especially with your thoughts, because your thoughts have power, right? What you visualize, what you imagine, it's almost like you're sending these signals right into your subconscious, and it's turning on this reticular activating system, your radar system, to search out for these things. So I always find that it always starts with our mind, with our thoughts, our imagination, and the visuals that we're able to solidify in our minds. So they want you to have a clear vision here. I know that sometimes we can't see pictures in our minds. You can even draw something out or write something for yourself. I feel that this is going to be a really important practice for some of you. This I feel has to do with manifestation, law of attraction. I feel this is how the energy moves in your world, is when you're writing it down and sealing it in this material world, where it's no longer in that realm of thoughts. It comes into this physical reality through that energy of your hand, from that pen to that paper, right? So I'm seeing a lot of growth here with this. It's almost like you're planting a seed here, Scorpio. Maybe you've planted a few seeds or many seeds. I'm seeing these starting to sprout. I'm seeing them growing because you are making sure that you are tending to them, the areas of your life that are important. So there are, you know, areas of your life right now, Scorpio, I'm seeing here that are not doing anything for you. And I feel you've been thinking about or planning on releasing these, or working on a better rhythm or flow with whatever this is. And you taking the action of actually doing it is where you're going to see the results of this. So I've been exercising recently. I've been talking about this a lot because it's been a real challenge for me to show up for it. But I wasn't the best at it. The more I show up, the better I got, right? And a lot of the times when I first was beginning exercising, I'd watch a lot of different shorts, TikTok videos, Instagram posts of girls doing yoga, Pilates, weightlifting exercises. And I felt almost like I did it just from watching it. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, that feels very fulfilling. Okay, I'm good with that. I'll do it tomorrow. And I kept doing that over and over again until I finally just started doing it by taking the action of actually doing it, where I started to see the results. So I feel this is something that Spirit is bringing into your awareness as well, where maybe it's just in our mind right now. It hasn't really materialized in our world yet. So they're encouraging you to put the energy into materializing what it is that you are visualizing, what it is that you are imagining, what you are thinking about. Now, if you've been stressed and worried because you're thinking about yesterday or tomorrow or whatever is going on, remember this energy can spread. And it's because of your energy put there in that area of your life, in your mind especially. So they're encouraging you to implement practices that allow you to clear your mind and to be at peace. This is also resetting your nervous system. So if you're feeling anxious or you're feeling stressed recently because of the things that are going on in your world, they're encouraging you to nurture yourself, especially your mind, your mental health, Scorpio. This is really, really important for you. All right. Now, the other thing that I'm feeling here is connections that you have. So I feel there's a community around you in some way, Scorpio. This could be your family, this could be neighbors, just the neighborhood that you're in, and your connections that you have to people there in that neighborhood. This could be at work, but I'm seeing people and you connecting with them. What I'm seeing here is the pressure's being lifted, and it's because you are unbothered, like you have become unbothered. Like something in you has shifted where you're feeling more freedom here because you're not allowing this energy to invade your energetic space. There's honesty. I feel you're showing up with more honesty, but you're finding that people around you that you're connecting with, because you are showing up in this, they're also showing up. So I feel that you may be having conversations with people that feel more real, that feel deep, and it feels organic almost. There's like a different way that you are moving through these conversations and these connections to others, right? So you'll have to share with me how you are experiencing this. So that is the Queen of Swords. And we also have now the Queen of Cups. This energy is overflowing. So what I'm getting here is you are overflowing, Scorpio. This is your energy that is filling up and flowing, and you're able to share it with others. I feel you're a very generous person. And this is something that you're just naturally good at, as is giving, sharing, right? And I feel this might be a love language for you. So I see this energy exchange that is happening that is growing and becoming more and more abundant. And it's through you connecting from your heart center. So as you are moving through your experience, connecting with things and people, they want you to be open-hearted. They want you to be open-minded, right? Open mind, open heart, and to allow yourself to receive what it is that you are being blessed with right now. So I want you to know that there are lots of blessings that are surrounding you. Spirit is actually there is earth angels I'm seeing around you as well. You might not notice them, but know that they are people in your life, these earth angels that make you feel good, right? You feel good being in their presence. It feels safe to be there as well. There's no, again, pressure here. You feel more free. You can be honest and just yourself in their presence. This could be your home. It doesn't even have to be a person. So I'm feeling you more in these kinds of experiences because I'm seeing that your heart is expanding. It is overflowing. So what this is doing is allowing you to be more generous with your energy. So you might be finding yourself helping someone. It's almost like you have learned to manage your time better, or you've shifted things. You've recognized some sort of a pattern or something in your world that you're adjusting, and this is creating room for more to come in, more blessings and more love, right? So you're going to see this in your world. You're also going to experience themes of this around you. Now, what I'm feeling here is this crowd around you, these people, maybe an event that you are holding. This might be clients or viewers that are watching you, that are connected to you. So I am seeing some of you that have an online presence, and you're building that. And this is something that you're passionate about, is something that you feel is a calling, is a purpose for you. So I'm seeing you doing really well with this. It is consistency. It's you showing up and you enjoying what it is that you are doing, right? Sometimes we can enjoy something and then it begins to feel like work. And it's because anytime I've ever felt this is when I'm taking on way too much. I enjoy what I do, but sometimes I can take on way too much more than I can handle. So then I have to regroup, center again, and get back into that full cup rather than that half empty cup, right? So this is what's being brought into your awareness. So balance is going to be key here. Express love and connection. This is the energy of this asteroid moving into the sign of Aquarius. You're going to feel this within you. And I feel for many of you out there, this has been an energy that you have been seeing in your dreams. It's been moving through you through the dream realm. And I feel you've been connecting with people through the dream realm as well. So you might be dreaming of someone. And I feel you're both meeting in that dream together. So I've had conversations with some people that have shown up in my dreams. I actually had one with my younger daughter recently. And she's like, "That's so weird, Mom, that you had that dream, because I was going through this experience and it connected us in that way." So you might be, these might be your spiritual gifts that are amplifying, and you're feeling more and you're sensing more. So I feel many of you out there are healers, you are empaths, you're able to pick up on other people's energy. And the reason you can do that is because you're, if you felt something like this, or if you felt this energy, you've already been through it. This is why you can feel it. So you can share with that person how they can move through it. You can give advice or healing, right? So you can place that wherever that resonates for you. And I don't know if any of you are being invited to some sort of an event, or you're going to be speaking there, a guest of honor. Like, I'm seeing something like this. Maybe you're going to be on a podcast, or you have a podcast, and this is what I'm seeing here. Two energies. This could be like best friends. You might have a best friend and you're starting a podcast or something together. This union, this like commitment is going to grow together. So 10 of Wands. There is a block that is being cleared here for you. Over the next 2 to 3 months, you're going to see this dissolving. And I feel it's already begun and you're very aware of it. You're sensing it. Even though you can't see it, you can definitely feel it within you. I feel this is an energy that may have been lost for a while or trying to find their way. And something within you has shifted, right? I'm seeing that you're much more clear. You feel more full energetically, and you're able, like, you're feeling more energized. And whatever this was always an illusion. It's not something that was actually there. It was something that we saw that was there, that I feel has to do with the amount of energy you've been outputting. I'm seeing that you've been putting a lot of energy out there, and you need to pull back a little bit and slow things down and put some of the heavy weight that you're carrying down, and only carry what is necessary. This is what's going to unblock this energy for you, Scorpio. So I feel that maybe there is a lot going on. Maybe you don't have time for, things in your life right now that need your time and attention, right? This is where Spirit is encouraging you to create some balance, right? Harmony can be restored in a situation right now. And, sometimes we have this fear of, if we take all of our energy away from this one area and put it here, is it going to completely ruin everything? And no, it's not. It's actually going to balance things out. And yes, it might feel scary at first, like the adjustment period may feel scary, where things are a little bit haywire, chaotic, because you're shifting things. That is a natural experience we go through. That's something that has to happen in order to rebalance and be restored. So this is what's happening if you're experiencing that. It is a block that is being dissolved, and everything is coming back into order. And I feel you are also coming back on track. You're being brought back on track. You may have steered in a different direction, and I feel this may have been an explorative period for you, where maybe you've discovered something or found something by branching off this way, and you've been able to go through that, and now you're able to come back here and continue on that path. So it's really interesting how the 10 of Wands is coming in. Now, what I've been feeling really strongly here is an ending. There's something ending here, something that I feel has already ended. It's expired, actually, and it's been going on way too long. And this is something that you're very aware of, Scorpio. And I feel that you've been trying to figure out how to deal with this, or how to work with it, or what to do. There's like uncertainty, but there isn't. It's a back and forth situation with you in your mind and your heart, and this is something that um it's naturally and organically, whatever's happening is happening. And if you take a look at this queen, is that how it's turning up in this camera? You're looking at it. The queen is looking at this. It's like there's a focus on it, right? So Spirit is encouraging you to shift your focus from whatever this block is. It feels like it's stuck, right? You see it, and maybe there's stress and worry around it, and maybe you think about it a lot. and your energy goes towards that, or it affects your energy in a way that you're not, properly able to do what it is that you're trying to do in your world, what it is that you're trying to do in your life, and where you're wanting to, it's like, it feels like there's friction there. I feel that you do try, Scorpio. There's something here, and I want you to know that you just got to pull the pressure away from it. Sometimes we have to step away from it and allow it to do what it needs to do. It's almost like, what are they showing me here? Is a bird flying free. Oh my gosh, they're showing me a bird's nest and a bird getting their birds to fall down. And the birds throwing all the little chickadees down and they're starting to fly. Some of them fell, but there's some of them but it's a process, right? So I don't know, maybe you've been seeing birds, maybe birds' nests or birds having little babies, right? And there's something here that feels like a closed door. And that is for your protection, Scorpio. There's a door I feel you're trying to open, and it's reminding me of Haunting on House Hill, where they had the red door that couldn't be opened in the house. I don't know if any of you saw that show. They're showing me a red door in this, in my mind's eye for this card's connection, and someone trying to open it, but you can't open it. Some doors are not meant to be open, right? And it's okay. And you're walking away from it now. So you may be going through a process like this, and I feel that's a cycle closing and a new cycle opening. There's, yeah, something that is tied to a cycle ending in this situation. So what I wanted to do now is pull an otherworld oracle for you. This is the energy behind this alignment. So let's see what it is that Spirit wants to share with you through this card. So we are getting here heart song. All right, your heart. What is it that's making your heart sing? What is it that always makes your heart sing? You're being called to do what it is that your heart desires. So heart song. Look at that. The card, the book went right to the page here. So I remember who I was before the world told me who to be. Your heart song is not a melody meant for others' approval, Scorpio. It's the raw, unspoken rhythm of your truest self, pulsing beneath every fear. It is yours alone. Ignoring it dulls your edges, but following it sharpens your sense of purpose and brings you home to yourself. And I feel this is the energy of the Queen of Swords, right? You are sharpening your sense of purpose. So the calling for you today is listen for the notes only your heart knows how to sing. So once again, listen for the notes only your heart knows how to sing. All right. So the guidance here is set aside time for stillness without distraction. Notice what arises in those moments. It could be a feeling, a memory, a desire long buried. If you focus on the ones in tune with your heart song, you'll find a connection to the life you're meant to live. All right. So that is your message from the heart song. I'm getting some sort of a song that you have been listening to on repeat. What is that song you have been listening to on repeat? Because I feel that the song is for the collective here today. I feel there's lyrics in these songs. So you'll have to share with me in the comment section below. What is the song that you've been listening to on repeat recently? So we're going to close and seal your reading now with an angel number. And look at this. We have 2 for you. 5757 Mind Mastery. So the message here is your knowledge is growing. Expand your mind, wisdom, studies, and higher education. So you're meant to absorb information because there's an integration happening with this information, and you're going to be able to interpret it in a way that you understand, but also others can understand. And we have letting go. 2929. The message here is losses become your gains, but you have the potential here for anything. So you're starting over. They're encouraging you to bury your past, not forget it, but bury the energy that you're carrying of that past, especially if it's weighing you down. So you're meant to move on to new adventures. Okay, so this is your message. This is your reading. I hope it resonates for you. If it does, please comment below, hit that like button. And if you're brand new to my channel and you're enjoying my content, please consider subscribing. Other than that, I wanted to wish you all a beautiful day and thank you so much for watching. All right, everyone, if you're here still, Katomi has done it again. She's come up with a brand new magic intention candle, and this one is absolutely gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I've been seeing her working on this candle at home, and I've just been adoring these ones. So they're beautiful red roses in this beautiful glass jar. And this is a love ritual candle. It is called Heart in Bloom. Okay, so you get a candle here in this box. It comes with 3 different types of rituals, one that you can choose from and perform. So it comes with all the instructions. It also has a special message for you, and it comes with a little satchel here and a bracelet that you wear that is consecrated through the ritual. Okay, so this is such a beautiful box, and it's only a limited supply. So I'm going to leave you links in the description box below. So feel free to secure yours today before they do run out. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Until the next time. If you enjoyed that, my family and I have lots more to share with you.
Ria and I have our helpful 14-day mindset shift and 60-day soul commitment challenge ebooks to help give you the tools to transform and grow into your best self.
You can find my special handmade intention candles made with loving care along with my other creations at Koto Create.
Hi, Tom here. Feel free to check out my spiritual health and wellness videos and more new stuff every day on Sacred Knowledge Living. And sometimes even these guys make an appearance. Take care and be calm.
Last but not least, my daughter and I have these beautiful pendant collections available at Sacred Haven. And Katomi and I are still creating videos at Sacred Oracles whenever we have time throughout the month. So you can find all the links in the description box below, and we appreciate all of your support.
Thank
you for watching. I'm sorry.
It's pretty close.